It's here. It just hit my doorstep via the friggin' FedEx guy, so we've got an unboxing to do. I want to thank Peter over at acesdeals.biz for shipping this baby off to me. Now, from what I gather, this thing has got some really cool features. I mean, not only does it have a live video downlink to the radio, but it shoots in 1080p. It's got a 3-axis gimbal on it. It gets 20 minutes worth of flight time. It comes with 2 batteries. There's just all kind 2-mile range from what I understand. So let's open up the box and see what's in there.
Come on, damn it. Get your ass out of the box. Let's open her up. This is always the most handy part in the whole box. The quick start guide. Right there. So we'll save that. This is the LED status indicators. We'll need that. Flight modes. And warning labels. These are some big honking props. I think these are 13-inch props. They are what they call bullnose props, which are kind of the thing nowadays. Everybody's going to a bullnose prop. And self-tightening. Tell by looking at them. So they send you an extra set of props, so we've got 8 props all together. These are all the cables that come with it in this little accessories box. Here is the handy sunshade. This just sticks on your radio and gives you a sun glare reducer. And here we go. And there we go. Look how big it is. This is a big drone. It feels very stout too. It's not thin or plasticky or anything. This is pretty durable stuff. 790 kV motors. That's what they call a pancake motor right there. Right there, that's a pancake motor. Radio. That would be the car charger for your batteries. There's the charger for it, for charging your batteries. And there is a Yuneec Q-500 battery, and you plug it in right there. And these are 5400 mAh batteries. And it comes with 2 of them. You get 2 batteries. I mean, when was the last time you bought a drone and you got 2 batteries with it? God, I hate styrofoam. Battery, charger, AC cable. The Q500 comes with a lithium-ion 3.6 volt, so it's rechargeable. Here we go. It's searching for wireless satellites. It's got a very sharp screen. The screen is very high resolution. It's not all grainy. It's nice. I like it a lot. These controls here operate your camera. On the left-hand side of the radio, you take still pictures. On the right-hand side of the radio, you take video. Over here on the side of the radio is the gimbal control. So you can rotate the gimbal up and down just by holding it and tilting the camera. It also comes with a micro SD card, and let's see how big it is. It's a 8 gigabyte 10x write speed. Good, because you want a 10x. If you're ever going to get an SD card for your drone, make sure it's got a write speed. It's a little circle with a number in it. Make sure that's not a 4. You want a 10 so that it writes to the drone or to the quadcopter quickly. And then there's a USB port on the side of the radio, but there's also another port here on the radio, so I'm not sure which one charges it. Let's find out. Oh. Okay, the next step is to remove the camera shroud. This is just like a iris. It has a protective shroud on it. So as you can see right there, we're going to remove that shroud. That's a big honking shroud. So that goes on and off right there to keep the camera from bouncing around when you're not flying it. That's pretty cool. I like the way that works. So you just grab it and slide it off. You'll notice down here on the bottom of the camera, that's where your SD card goes. So just pop your 8 gigabyte SD card in there on the bottom of the camera, and you are good to go there. Oh! Just shot it out of there. Be careful putting it in. And in case you want to check it out, the SD card comes with a complete manual and tutorial on how to fly it. So take the SD card, plug it into your computer first, and check out all the information on that. Okay, to put your props on, you just look at the top of the prop, and the props have either an A or a B on them. Just look for the A or the B and put them on the corresponding motor, which also has an A or a B on it. So even for you dummies out there, that one's a pretty easy one to figure out. It comes with a set of gynecological tweezers, and you use these for your motors. Just put these on the motor, put it around the motor, correspond your letter to the prop, take your prop, set it on there, hold on to your tweezers, and give the prop a spin. And just snug it down nice and tight, and there you go. Your props are on. Now, not only does the aircraft have GPS on it, so does the radio. The radio has its own GPS system, and right now, I'm not even connected to the aircraft, but I have 9 satellites on the radio. So the radio knows where it's at, the aircraft knows where it's at, and the two talk to each other to give you all your telemetry data. Okay, the radio on the Q500 is called the ST10. The ST10 has a throttle stick just like the Phantom series. It's got a center position on it. If you take off and let the stick go, it's going to hover in place. Where the 3D robotics aircraft, you have to maintain your hover by centering the stick manually. You also have an arming switch on here. You push the arm button and it arms the motors, and when you arm the motors, that's when your home point is set. So that's how this one is set up. There are 3 positions on the right hand switch. There's the smart mode, the angle mode or the pilot mode, and then the home mode. The smart mode is for rookies, novices, newbies. If you're in the smart mode, it doesn't matter which way the aircraft is pointed. The right switch is going to bank right, bank left, bank forward, or bank back, no matter which way the aircraft is aimed. If the aircraft is aimed to the right and you pull back on the stick, it's going to fly back toward you, and so on. So that's the smart mode. That's for rookies, so you don't get your ass into trouble. The next switch is called the angle mode or the pilot mode. If you're in the pilot mode, that's for intermediate guys who know what the hell they're doing. If you're in angle mode, you're flying the aircraft. So whatever direction you have the nose pointed, that's the direction that you're going to push the aircraft toward. So don't get your orientation all screwed up, or you could get yourself into trouble. If this is your first time flying, I recommend you give it a shot in the smart mode first before you switch over into the pilot mode. The last switch setting is home, and home just means bring your ass back to the home point. So if you're out there flying, you don't know where you're at, you get turned around, you're all screwed over, just switch into home lock or into home mode, and it will return back and land within 10 feet of where it took off from. Okay, these are your orientation LEDs. They tell you what is the front and which is the back of the aircraft. And this is your status LED. That LED tells you what the status of the aircraft is and what the condition is, whether you're a low battery, whether you've got GPS lock, etc., etc. These controls here operate your camera. On the left-hand side of the radio, you take still pictures. On the right-hand side of the radio, you take video. Over here on the side of the radio is the gimbal control. So you can rotate the gimbal up and down just by holding it and tilting the camera. Okay, we're out here at the field and we're getting ready to do our first maiden flight. First thing you want to do is plug in your battery so the label side goes up. Just give the door one click and it'll pop open for you, and slide the battery in. Once you've got the battery in, you got to give it a good push in order for those contacts to come into position. So if the battery door closes easily and it's not hitting the battery, you know your battery is in all the way. Then turn on your radio, and then on the bottom of the aircraft there's an on-off switch. So just turn it on right there and the aircraft will initialize. So the next thing we need to do is calibrate the compass. Okay, to calibrate the compass on the Typhoon, all you got to do is take your left stick and go full left with it. Then take the smart switch and toggle it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the aircraft has gone into calibration mode, and it'll tell you that on your radio. You aim the aircraft due north, so the aircraft has to be pointed north, and you have 30 seconds to complete this. The first time, nose forward. Second time at 45 degrees. The third time at 90 degrees. And the fourth time, another 45 degrees. So flip it all the way over. And then hold it flat, and you hear a tone there. Pointed due north, and you notice we got a green light now that tells us that our compass calibration was successful. All right, let's power this thing up and get it off the ground. Thoroughly impressed with how quiet it is. It's extremely quiet in its hover. And you notice I'm not touching the sticks, so it's just in a GPS hover right now, and it's dead on. I mean, look at it. The thing is not drifting an inch. It's sitting right where it's supposed to stay. So let's take it out a little bit. Straight up, full throttle. You don't want it to jerk up and jerk down and all that sort of thing. You want it to be nice and gentle, and that's what this aircraft is built for. So let's take it downrange a little bit, see how far out we can get. Now, as far as comparing these aircraft, you can't really compare the Typhoon to the Inspire because they're two entirely different aircraft. This one will fly twice as fast as the Q-500, but the Q-500 is made entirely for videography. It's very gentle, very soft on the sticks. It's not built for racing or any of that. The Inspire, it has carbon fiber, a very stout body, a 360-degree camera, where this one has a straight-ahead camera with a 3-axis gimbal. But remember, this is half the price. This will do almost as much as the Inspire will do for half as much money. So while I'm not going to say that one of these is any better than the other because they both have their advantages, but the Q500 is definitely going to be my go-to bird when I want to get some quick video shots out there in full 1080p. So there you go, the Q500 from Yuneec, available at acesdeals.biz.
All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next edition of Demunseed right here on the YouTube network. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.